Jada Smith is officially a bitch. She divorced Will Smith about 7 years ago, pretending they didn't even call each other husband and wife for 7 years. And it's funny because there was a comment about Will Smith hitting when he hit Chris Rock at, what was it, the Emmys or Grammys or whatever the fuck it was called. It's like when he said, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." Somebody in the comments said it's funny how when he said that, Jada was looking around like, who the hell is he talking about? Like, who's Will's wife, bro?
Damn.
All right, Dave, you can get intro us.
I mean, nice fact, I guess. I did not know that they divorced anyway. Welcome back to Med Podcast. Okay. Welcome back to Med Podcast. I am your host, David, with your other lovely hosts, Edward and Macy. Today, we're going to be talking about whatever the fuck it is that I'm talking about, which is the evolution of anime. And when I mean evolution, I mean the attraction of it. Like, for example, I think most people can agree with this, that at one point in their life they were bullied for watching anime when it was like not new, but when they were younger. People would say like, "Oh, you're watching Japanese cartoons, but oh, like it's weird, it's not like the regular whatever." And then now people are watching it and like it's kind of like a hypocrisy type statement where you were the first person to watch or read the manga or whatever, and then now everyone's doing it. I particularly have been like, you know, called names, bullied for watching anime, but I didn't give a fuck. I was always waking up at 8 a.m. on Saturdays to watch Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh, what's another anime that Pokemon. I even started playing like trading card games since I was a kid. So what are your opinions on how well that
did you even intro us? Like, I don't even remember if you said we're back with your host.
Yes.
Oh fuck, I completely missed that part. Anyways, first, you're a big fucking nerd. What a loser.
Bruh.
I also had an anime phase, unfortunately. What do I think about it? I mean, do whatever you want, man. Like, I don't know why people get bullied for doing whatever they want, like whatever they like, shit like that. I mean, you know, don't be a weirdo. You know, don't support, you know, let's not bring up politics. So don't support, you know, certain groups. There you go, champ.
Okay. Bro, what are you talking about?
I mean,
are you talking about like the people who like lollies or something? How was that related? I'm confused by politics.
wait, no, he said no. I'm going to talk about politics.
No, I said we weren't going to talk
I'm like,
about
is that what you're referring to? I'm confused.
No, he was just changing the topic
like
of
you
the
can
subject.
you can like whatever you want. The only time when you shouldn't care what people like, but the only time you should care is if somebody likes, you know, a terrorist group or the neo-Nazis.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Gotcha.
bro, you just wanted me to say it, like, on God.
Funny enough, we were talking about that in class.
Okay, we're not politics. We're not politics.
Okay, and if this is politics, this is me talking about my class experience. Hello? Like,
okay, but you're already gonna bring up politics.
I'm done. Fascism. I'm kidding. All right, but
anyways, in class we were talking about whether or not it's legal to kill people.
Actually, but anyway, I mean, I'm not gonna go into it. That's for a different time. So I think the root of all, like, you know, the bullying, the name calling, all that shit, when it comes to not even anime, but like stuff that most people don't agree with you. Like, for example, anime is a big one. Fucking, what's another big one that people get made fun of for? D&D. Like these major, like, I guess, like nerd games or entertainment.
Superheroes and stuff like that.
Superheroes is a lot more welcomed.
I feel like it never used to be as much though.
No,
like I don't know. I was never into it, so I don't really know. But I feel like all of that just kind of was like, oh, you're like super nerdy if you like that kind of stuff. Like anything comic book, I guess, is more so the way I'm saying, not so much mainstream mainstream superhero media?
It depends. Like for example, Big Bang Theory, they were nerds not mostly because they're comic books, but because they were like geniuses.
Yeah.
But like
we also need to distinguish nerd versus geek.
Yeah.
I think they are technically different.
They are technically geeks. But as I was saying, which I now cannot remember.
Sorry.
Fucking the reason why I think that they do all this is because jealousy. I believe that in some aspect of their lives they're jealous that maybe we love something so much and they don't have anything they love. Maybe they're having a bad time at home and they're reflecting the behavior of the father or the mother on someone else because that's how they learned it. That's my opinion on it. Do you guys have any other opinions about it?
I mean, you're going like the classic, any kind of bullying, like psychoanalytic route. Like, yeah, if you're being a bully, then probably you're not happy with yourself and you have no healthy outlets and you have like a fucked home life or something, you know, like classic Freudian analytic perspective. But like, just in specific to like people who, you know, made fun of like anime, I think I mean, again, I didn't watch this stuff when I was a kid. I didn't start watching anime until middle school. I never watched the classics. I've never seen Dragon Ball. I'm sorry. I didn't watch Pokemon until like 8th grade. I wasn't allowed to. But from my perspective, like having started less with like the classics, and maybe it's just, you know, when I started watching more of like the classic stuff, it became more acceptable. But I never experienced any kind of like being made fun of for that. It was more so like the more recent stuff that wasn't just considered a classic, or like especially anything that people kind of saw in like a charged way as like anything that kind of really relied on fan service. So it was kind of like one of those things. I think it's just like you're gonna get fun of because it's like associated with like fan service, and it's like, oh, blah blah blah, weeaboo, blah blah blah, and it's just an insult. So it's like, if you can connect to an insulting word, like go for it if you're a bully. But I don't know. And then there's just the shame at this point of like of doing that. It's so internalized that or of watching it.
Yeah. Like I have people like this girl I used to like who I'm just friends with now because my feelings went away. I asked her, oh hey, do you like anime? And she's like, absolutely not. I will never say my favorite movie is an anime, even though it technically is. And I'm just like, why do you not like anime? And then she's like, oh, because I don't. I'm just like, that's not, you can't just not like something because you don't like it. And so I feel like there's also like a very dark figure when it comes to anime, that it was made fun of for so much or so long, and or it just has like a bad rap within like social groups. So it's technically seen as deviance in a way. But
let me I think you guys, first off, it's hella biased because you're simply just acknowledging like oh yes, people getting bullied for it and the ramifications of liking anime, but there are like big psychological effects that we can see in real world, like of people who like anime that go to the extent of doing some crazy shit. I mean, for example, like yanderis, I'm pretty sure they're a real life example of people who are like that and they get influenced because of anime. I think in like Japan, I honestly don't know what country it is, but it's like you can legally marry like a non-human entity, like something that you would consider a wife. I think it's like a pillar, whatever the fuck it is. I honestly forgot. It's like some anime related bullshit. You can get married to something that's not human. To me, that is pathetic. Like I don't know how people form sort of like romantic relations with non-human just objects. I can understand that like certain things have meaning to other people in life, but like those things you see on TLC where, you know, idiots will just fall in love with their car and, you know, fucking Ferris wheels, like that shit is so fucking like stupid. And the fact that you guys aren't acknowledging as well as like people who get bullied, yes, there are some times where the other person who's bullying is just doing it to be a dickhead, but if you see an anime nerd who's just coincidentally, you know, they're dressing up, they're cosplaying, whatever it is, they're acting how they think the character would act in anime in real life, first off, that physically makes you cringe. And if they just come up to you doing that bullshit, you just want to fucking bully that person. You want to knock them the fuck out. You want to get them away from your face. Anything to get them away. And that one interaction can lead you to having such a disdain for the anime community, which is why I think a lot of people don't like that community. It's hella cringe. You see that shit a lot on like TikTok, fucking YouTube, everything. And every single comment, like I'm sure I could probably find a TikTok right now of them doing some weird ass shit where there's some anime song. They're looking at each other with this fake ass anime hair. I think what was it? Like My Hero Academia. The community from My Hero Academia is so fucked. Like people hate that community. It is the biggest amount of cringe. Yeah. Like it's okay to like anime, but when you go to the extent of the My Hero Academia community, at that point, like you definitely are justified to bully them. Like I don't give a fuck what anybody else does.
Where I was going before you started speaking was that yes, there are people in the anime community that make us look bad. Like I remember a long time ago, there was a YouTube video posted, which you guys have probably seen, where this black kid was like, "Oh, I'm gonna show you how to hit Super Saiyan," and he just started screaming as loud as he could, and then he pretended he was a different person, and I'm just like, no, like I wish that was real. I wish powers were real, but no, that's weird.
I mean, but that's funny. Like I'm sure he did it for the sake of satire.
I doubt so.
Well, I mean, the fact that he willingly did that, uploaded it got it, like it basically making him a meme. I don't know where he is now, but I'm pretty sure like him looking back at it now, he can definitely say it was uploaded in satire. Like there's no fucking way. I think you can obviously tell when like people upload shit from the anime community when it's unironic and then people doing it in irony just to make other people laugh. Like you can clearly tell the difference between the two.
I could clearly tell that he was being realistic, because even like the comments, because it was just the video, there was no description, there was no nothing. I don't even know if it's still up, but like people like that who are realistic and are not doing it for satire reasons make us look bad. Like the My Hero community, they are a very ship community, and they ship everything. If they see a rock and a fucking lamppost, they'll ship it. And so like they just have this obsession with being like, oh, Deku and Bakugo, Deku, all my like they make the characters gay for no reason, and the actual writer says they're not gay, but they're like, no, we know the character's better than you do. He wrote the fucking manga.
Okay, and should they get bullied? Yes or no?
My philosophy,
and should they get bullied? Yes or no? Like it's this as a yes or no?
My philosophy is that back then I would have bullied them, yes, but now I'm not gonna ruin someone's fun by like, you know, making them feel bad. Like if you want to go ahead and dress up and do shit like that, go all for it. But once you start bothering me, then like I'm gonna tell you to stop. And if you don't stop, then I'm gonna hit you.
So hold on, right? Because obviously them being a My Hero Academia community, you know, them being mega cringe, let's just say you happen to cosplay a character, right? You happen to, we'll say Deku. It doesn't fucking matter. You cosplay somebody at an anime con, somebody just randomly comes up to you, they assume you're part of that community, they knock you the fuck out. All of a sudden, now you're feeling the effects of a community that you didn't have a part of to begin with, but the only reason you're being categorized with them is because you like My Hero Academia. So you don't think, like you said, if it doesn't affect you, okay, you don't cringe at the idea of that being out there. Like if you go to, let's just say you like to frequent the My Hero Academia subreddit just to see people's creativity. I mean, people draw arts of manga, they do all types of shit that are hella creative, but you see cringe like that, like them be like shipping two characters that are canonically not together, and yet they think they're better than the fucking owner. You don't think that they should be bullied for that? Like no one should say anything like, oh, you're stupid, like don't ever type on the internet again type of shit.
I mean, I think they're ignorant, and I think they're, you know, retarded, but
There you go.
like, I personally don't like. I love going to the card shop, and then I'm with this group of people who, if they are being cringe, it is satire. Like, we're all just a group of guys that just, chill and just talk and just play games. But then there's the occasional person that we hear yelling at the top of their lungs, like actually like pretending to be a character in a card game or something. Like, we laugh, but we're not gonna do anything about it. Like, we're laughing at them, yes, but we're not gonna go up to them and start making fun of them.
I mean, I think that's a whole different situation. If it's I'm gonna say just controlled environment, just for lack of a better term, but in a controlled environment like that, I'm sure you wouldn't do anything. You know that there's going to be cringy people, and I'm sure to some extent, like, you're comfortable with cringy people in the card shop because you know that's how it is. If it was just some random person on the internet, that's a whole different story.
Oh, then I'm not even gonna bother. Like, why would I take time out of my day to, like?
No, I mean, in the extent that they say, you know what? I think you're not understanding what I'm saying.
I don't think you're like saying it. Like,
I'm literally explaining it. Like, I said it right. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know if Macy, do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Not fully, to be honest. I'm just kind of like, I'm not following the argument completely here. Like, for both of you guys, it's gotten a little convoluted as you guys have gone back and forth about this.
perhaps.
Well, we have 3 minutes left anyways on our 15-minute timer, so
I guess I'll just close out my topic by saying, do I think people deserve to be bullied for having an opinion? No. Do I think people deserve to be bullied for cosplaying and acting as a character? No. Do I think people deserve to be bullied for cosplaying, acting like a character, and being obnoxious in front of someone's face or vicinity, like actually like bothering them? Yeah. Like, as I've always said in this podcast, and I always will, do what you want. Don't do it around me. Don't do it to me. Like the guy with that dressed up like a dog at the park, or became a dog or whatever. Do your thing. Just don't involve me. So I'm not gonna take time out of my day to make someone feel bad. That's just shitty. Like, we've been bullied. I think we've all been bullied. So why would we want to bully someone else?
Yeah, it's only when it genuinely becomes like it's something that's actively like disturbing you, and not just like they're like dressed up in their own space over there and I'm disturbed by it. Like they are actively like coming into your space and being disturbing, kind of thing.
All right. I guess, Edward, do you have anything else to say?
Well, you said people shouldn't be bullied for their opinions. I don't know if you meant to leave that general. People should be bullied for their opinions, depending on what their opinion's on. If people who like to dress up and types of shit, if you like anime, you like anime. Like, there's nothing bad about that. I already said it before. Like, yeah, if it bothers you to some extent, obviously you're going to comment. Let's just say that somebody says some dumb shit, it bothers you, you're going to comment them. I don't know what you think bullying is. I think we both have two different definitions of what bullying looks like, but you're obviously going to comment some dumb shit. But I mean, that's just how it is. Like, I'm not going to say like people should be bullied just because. No, that's stupid. But if somebody does something stupid and I think it's stupid and it bothers me, yeah, then I don't know if that constitutes it as bullying. It would just be me saying like, damn, this shit's dumb. Like, that was stupid. I think you're stupid.
I have to look to see if bullying's a crime. I don't think it is, but
no idea. But we're over the 15-minute timer, and the 15-minute timer is kind of whack. But hey, man, if it keeps the podcast short, I suppose.
Yeah, it seems really short. Maybe like 20 minutes.
I thought it was fine.
Because 20 minutes for the three of us is perfect as an hour.
I said that.
And then you just have.
I said that it'd be 15 minutes and then an additional 5 minutes in case we keep talking. But at the 20-minute mark, we just completely okay, we're done.
Said that and just disappeared. Or did disappear.
What?
Anyways, all right, so we'll get into my topic then. We're taking up enough time. My topic is mostly going to be on horror movies and its effects on the brain. Now, I do have 4 cases, or I guess for the sake of time, 3 cases of real world examples where people, serial killers, well, not serial killers, but just people who've killed people that have been influenced by movies. And I honestly think it's just one of those things that people sometimes forget about. I know people in general love the horror movie genre. It's one of those things where it's very easy to get captivated into it. It sort of gives you that feeling of adrenaline. You're pumped up, you get jump scared, all of a sudden your fight or flight triggers, and sometimes the score is good. The Exorcist, shout out by the way. The score is good. Sometimes it just gets you in that feeling, but there are the select few who see a horror movie specifically, and for some reason they get so entranced by it that it actually causes them to do harm to other people. And some of them don't admit it, which I think is funny, and we'll go into it, but they sort of just say, well, it's not my fault, this movie sort of made me do it, whatever the fuck that means. But I'm sure as we go over, I guess, these 3 cases, I'm just going to read them verbatim just so I don't accidentally fuck it up, because this is the first time I'm seeing these 3 cases. But one of them more specifically and more recently that I remember seeing was The Exorcist 3 with Jeffrey Dahmer. That was one of the biggest things, apparently, that he was showing each of these victims that he had in his room. He was sort of showing them. I don't remember what scene it was specifically. I think it was probably the worst. It was one of the grotesque scenes in The Exorcist 3. But I just think it's wild that people like him could get influenced by movies to this extent. Anyways, so we'll go to the first one. The first one is in relation to the movie Scream. Now, David, have you seen that movie?
Yep.
Recently? Well, maybe not recently. Just enough to remember it. Anyways, yeah. So there were 2 cousins who were inspired by the movie Scream. They stabbed. Well, I'm just gonna read it verbatim, just so I don't fuck it up. But apparently, inspired by Scream 1996, obviously that's when the first movie came out, and the second movie itself, the 17-year-old convinced his 14-year-old cousin, who I'm not going to say their name just for sake of it, basically to help him stab his mother.
It's public knowledge, right?
Well, I mean, I guess they could just search it up. I'll say their fucking names. It doesn't matter. So it begins with the murder of a high school girl. Obviously, the movie itself portrayed by Drew Barrymore, yada, yada, yada. And it centers on a classmate whose mother was murdered, obviously. Now, the 2 cousins, the first guy is Mario Padilla. His plan pretty much was similar to what happened in the Scream movie. Uh-oh. Wait, Macy's typing. Macy, can you hear us?
I wasn't typing. I just accidentally hit it. I am going in and out though. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, you are, but it's okay.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
all right. Well,
yeah, it's fine. I'm not missing much, so you're good.
Yeah, it's just
was like a delay when it said
bro.
Okay, well,
I do care. I'm just getting it a little bit delayed.
Okay, well, just for the sake, just to speed it up. So Padilla, Mario, he got his 14-year-old cousin Samuel Ramirez basically to help him kill his mother. Now, the way that it happened was Padilla himself, he stabbed his mother, who I'm not going to say the name just obviously to respect the dead. He basically stabbed his mother to death while his cousin Samuel held her down. Now, apparently, she was actually able to call 911, and she stated, and I quote, "My son, he's 16, he just stabbed me. I'm bleeding, oh, I'm bleeding." Now, obviously reading through all this entire shit, it said basically, while the Compton Superior Court Judge John disallowed any mention of the movie Scream movies at the trial, the teenagers had admitted to their influence upon being arrested. So when they were arrested, they basically admitted that they were influenced by the movie Scream to kill their mother. Now, what do you think about that?
The bullshit excuse.
Well, I mean, I want to bring up, and not to interrupt you, David, but sort of just remember that these are 17-year-olds and a 14-year-old. I don't know if that helps you, but what does that say about kids being impressionable?
So in data for one of my classes, one of the things that we learned is that youths, I forgot, adolescents, they don't have intent. Like, they don't have that in their brain. Like, they're too young to have that. Now, there are different cases where some evolve faster, but as like a kid, you don't have the intent to, murder. You may be curious, like maybe those kids were, or maybe they did have the intent. I don't know the case. You're just talking about it now. I think there are bullshit excuses, and I think there are actual cases. There are multiple cases that I've heard, like the Slender Man case, where the two girls brought that other girl to the forest and tried to kill her for Slender Man. And then there was another case, I think it was more recently. I'm blanking on it. But no, there have been like cases where people will Don't Fuck with Cats, the Netflix series. We watched that, where the guy basically copied Catch Me If You Can with Tom Hanks and Leonardo DiCaprio. He basically made his life that movie. So I think he was just sick in the head and wanted the attention because he lost the attention as a model. So I think there are bullshit excuses where people will blame movies, but I think there are actual excuses where someone's brain, Macy, you might know this better than me because you study this, but like their brain just doesn't have the same triggers that we do, and they're more susceptible to movies and entertainment.
Okay, well, to expand,
I don't know,
just to expand on the case really quickly, because our timer is running hella, and I'll let you talk, Macy, but they had been planning this crime apparently for years. Like, they were planning to kill their mother, and they admitted that they had planned to also buy a pair of costumes and electronic voice modulators, which were made famous by the film. And underneath that, it literally says that Mario and Samuel had planned to kill 5 more people if they weren't arrested.
2010. All right.
Yeah, so it was definitely premeditated. Well, you can say what you wanted to say, Macy.
One, I don't know, like the biology, like the brain stuff, the psychology stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not like what I study. But I don't know. Like, yes, I hear both of everything you guys have said. Yes, like young adolescents don't have the capability of like malicious intent yet. By that age, like 17, they definitely do. I'm sorry. They were planning on killing 5 more people. What did they think was going to happen? That they weren't going to get arrested immediately? That they were going to go buy this shit after the fact? That's dumb as hell. I think making people with that kind of like case, my immediate thought is they were going to do it anyways. They're just using the movie as an excuse or like an inspiration for how to frame it, but either way they would have done something. Like, they just took that as an inspiration to make it more artful kind of thing. I don't know. Or like just as an excuse to be like, movies,
I mean, we got the preferences.
Also, if they were planning it from way years before that, Scream is rated R, right? So they shouldn't have seen it. Which I don't know, obviously, is like poorly moderated, but that's why we have ratings on movies.
Yeah, but people don't give a fuck about that. Kids will always sneak in.
Well, yeah, but that's not the movie industry's fault.
No, yeah, of course. But I guess I'll say, I think, as I was saying, that maybe the 17-year-old had intent, the 14 didn't. He was just following his brother's footsteps. But I think they genuinely do lack something in their brain that tells them to stop, or that like tells them like, look, this isn't real life. Because he wanted to do Catch Me If You Can, they wanted to do Scream. They thought they weren't going to get caught because they weren't caught in the beginning either. They were caught after the whole like death and everything.
Yeah, but they also didn't kill their own mom.
Well, as they said, they were trying to get more afterwards, so they thought they were going to get away with it like they did in the movie.
Well, we have to remember that the mom was somehow able to call 911, which I think is the reason why they were caught. Now, I wanted to do 3 cases, but we're already at 5 minutes. Just to expand on it and to preface it, we're not psychologists, clearly, but I think we've all seen enough of these like videos where it's saying at a young age, kids, obviously, they have I'm not gonna say underdeveloped, but they have underdeveloped brains, and at such a young age, they're already trying to look for a role model that they can look up to if they can't, obviously use their parents. I think them being exposed, and primarily the 17-year-old, because I'm pretty sure a 14-year-old wouldn't just willingly watch a Scream movie. But them trying to look toward a role model, seeing somebody, and obviously most serial killers, just like the way it was in Scream, at least if I remember it correctly, like Billy himself was, I don't know if he was lonely or depressed or whatever it was. I don't remember the Scream movie that well, but that's usually how most serial killers start. It's usually an abusive household. They're depressed, they're isolated, they're lonely. It's shit like that. Maybe the 17-year-old had some, what is that term? Like that?
Malicious intent?
No, like social connection, or I forgot what the term is, where basically you sort of feel like you have a relationship to somebody online. I don't remember. A parasocial relationship. There it is. Yeah, like they sort of have like a parasocial relationship with somebody just online, and maybe for the 17-year-old it was this relationship with Billy more specifically, and that's what led him to plan out. I mean, if he was planning it out to get costumes in the first place with modulators, obviously like there was inspiration taken from Scream. Now, it's very hard to blame a movie for that type of shit, which I think the judge did blame the movie. They sort of said that to have a copycat, there needs to be a cat in the first place, and that's basically like Scream was the cat in this case. They had used it, and if their mother had died without calling 911, like they definitely probably would have killed more people. Now, I don't know how far they would have gotten. Obviously, kids are very sloppy when it comes to just shit in general, but I don't know. I think that on top of if they had a lonely childhood or whatever the fuck it was, which I just want to say, like, being lonely and depressed, I don't think justifies killing anybody. I think it can lead you to sort of change like chemical like connections in your brain or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, like I said, we're not psychologists, but it obviously does something to you. There is some psychological effect that all of those have on you that can lead you to doing something malicious like this, where you have to premeditate your own mother's murder, especially. And I mean, that just goes to say, like, the influence that family has on each other. If a 17-year-old can convince his cousin to help him kill his mother, I mean, I don't really know. But we have like 2 minutes left.
Just to kind of, for that case in particular, I just imagine as well, like, first off, the kid was like trying to stop screaming shit and was the master of premeditating it. Obviously fucking Delulu, bro. Fucking psycho. But I also imagine, like, there must be some kind of issues with the family dynamic. Okay, so they were cousins. So it was the older kid's mom, and then the younger kid was his cousin. So it was his aunt, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I imagine like the cousins are close, but the child doesn't have a strong relationship with the aunt, because even at 14 you have enough, unless you're also Delulu and like psycho and crazy, you have enough development to understand like right from wrong and understand like love and murder. So either the entire like situation was just they were all psychopaths, or there was more to the family situation than we imagine. That could have been like another, Freudian analytics promoting factor if there was like not healthy or like inappropriate relationships. Not inappropriate in that way, but like just not traditionally positive relationships with the parents. I don't know. I think the thing I'm trying to say is there's going to definitely be like, there's obviously way more to the case than we're just discussing. And there's way more to any case than just being a copycat of a movie. There's a million variables.
Well, yeah. I mean, we have a couple seconds left. But sort of, obviously the whole topic was sort of what horror movie has, like its effects on the brain. And this is literally verbatim off the article. So preliminary hearings showed that Padilla again was the 17-year-old. Padilla had also targeted a classmate who resembled Drew Barrymore. So the character who played, I believe she was the main character in the original Scream. Like he had
No, Drew
plans.
Barrymore was the one who got killed first.
Oh, well, I honestly don't fucking remember. But obviously
Sydney
somebody who resembles
was
the
a
character.
different actress.
Like somebody who resembles the character, if you have plans to somebody who's a lookalike, then to some degree you have to admit that they probably tried to model it based off of Scream. Like they wanted to start with their mother, which is I think what happened to Billy. Not that I don't think he killed his mother, but she died.
He killed Sydney's mother.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember the movie, but
Yeah, Macy should have brought this topic up. Shit.
well, I mean, it wasn't
Billy
about Scream.
and whatever
The
his
movie
fucking
wasn't-
name is. Yeah,
Well, the topic isn't
they
about
killed
Scream,
Final
but-
Girl's mom,
Okay.
and then a year later,
leadership
they on a killing
flagging
spree, killed Drew
too
Barrymore.
much, or like you guys aren't talking at the same time because you guys keep cutting each other off.
I know, bro. Like, I honestly don't know when Macy's gonna talk or not. I can hear her talking from.
Yeah,
the
I had to
room,
cut you off
but-
there, Macy, because I had to get that out because like you guys were stopping at the same time. Like,
It's okay. I know I'm lagging because I can hear Eddie speak in the room. Like I can hear him like 2 seconds before it comes through sometimes, but I can't always hear him. So if I do cut you off, it's because I didn't know you were speaking yet.
yeah, of course,
Okay.
it wasn't intentional.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this: like, you're doing what David did in the originals. Like, you're holding for like 15 seconds, and then I'll think you're done, and then you'll just start talking again. Like, as I promise, I'm not trying to cut you off. I don't know why 15-second pauses, but
I just- yeah, I
I
know.
promise that.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Can I add a fun fact about Scream?
If you
To the
want, I
end.
mean, it was a Halloween topic, and we already hit the 15-minute timer. But go ahead.
Yeah. They actually approached Drew Barrymore to be Sydney Final Girl, but she said, no, that's way too stereotypical because I'm a famous actress. So she said, I want to be the first one to die on screen so as to like offset the stereotype that only like the famous actress can be Final Girl and to kind of like make it one of those things like, oh my God, anybody can die because they just killed Drew Barrymore. And
I
so they
remember
got
hearing
a
that.
totally unknown actress to play Sydney.
Yeah, I saw Edward like that that moment. Right
Like
there.
on me, God. But no, Macy, I saw that
I'm
too.
sorry.
I saw
take a
that
breath.
too, bro. I mean, you gotta honestly power through it. Like, what do you think I do when I go on these long ass rambles? You bet your ass my face is red as fuck. I'm telling you. But like, I remember seeing that as well, and I think she also just wanted her character to die. Like, she just wanted to die in a horror movie. Which I don't know why actors love dying in a horror movie. That's just funny to me.
It's Tony Stark. He needed to die. He just wanted to die. Like that was it. But yeah. Anyway,
All right, moving on to the next topic. Macy, are you ready? Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, you can go ahead.
Okay. So my topic is discussing kind of like how the pandemic has changed social norms for events and stuff of that nature. I'm particularly bringing this up because I'm going to a concert on Sunday, and it is like a very hot topic, I guess.
Sure.
That literally, it's because we're all emos. Since the pandemic, concert etiquette has gone downhill so drastically for like people coming into the scene who have never attended concerts pre-COVID. So people are like, they're getting pissed off or like hurt, like physically hurt because people don't know how to attend a concert. And I'm sure this is true for most things, like going to the store or like going to the movie theater and stuff like that. That people, I don't know if they just missed like that core, like when you start going out training period because of the pandemic, and then when they started going out, it was like, oh, it's fine, like blah blah blah. I don't really know why it's happened like this, but I feel as though the dynamics of like events or like just outings have changed so drastically. Are you saying that sharp S's? Am I being like really loud on my S's? I'm sorry.
You know, it's sort of like the internet will cut off right when you say an S, and that shit is sharp as hell.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I'll type when I finish my rant. Don't worry. But I don't know. It's just insane to me, and I'm like, I'm scared, low-key, about this concert because this is going to be one of the bigger concerts that I'll be attending. And even when I attended a concert last year, the Trinity of Terror, I could see that change in the dynamics because they had to stop almost every other song through each set for every single artist performing to be like, yo, cut that shit out. You know, you guys need to be drinking your water, stop hurting each other, you know, all that kind of stuff. And that had never really been as big of an issue prior to the onset of the pandemic. Similarly, like, you know, people hurting each other, people not caring about other people in the crowd or getting dehydrated and passing out mid-show. People also going to the front with like massive signs and blocking a bunch of people's view, or like wearing really inappropriate apparel for moshing and then being like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't think my 10-inch spikes would hurt you. Just kind of stuff like that. So I wanted to see what you guys thought, if you could come up with any examples of how the pandemic has really changed social outings in a meaningful or like negative or positive way, I guess. Yeah.
So just for the sake of like time, I'm gonna need you to summarize all of that because the internet kept cutting in and out, and I'm not gonna lie, it was very hard to hear you. Can you summarize it in like 1 or 2 sentences?
Yeah, I can. Pandemic, for some reason, pre versus post pandemic, the way people act outside has changed, and nobody seems to give a fuck about anyone else outside anymore. And I wanted to know if you guys had any good examples of that.
I mean, now that I work from home, I don't really have any stories of like recent stuff. I think in the past, it was way more prevalent of people not giving a fuck, and I don't really know if that's like considered social outings. I don't really think I go to social outings like, you know, concerts, aside from just like going to the grocery store and doing shit like that. But I mean, people didn't give a fuck about allergies or like bacteria infections like before COVID. Like, you know, it was sort of one of those things where if someone sneezed into their hands, they were still touching shit. COVID kind of made it more apparent, like, oh yeah, we can get sick from this and potentially get a disease that kills us. And, you know, now they're a little bit more cautious when it comes to like washing their hands. But you know, with COVID officially being done, quote unquote, they don't give a fuck about it. And ironically too, I saw like an ad. They have like another ad. I think Pfizer has another ad for the new COVID shot that they have right now, which I don't even know how many fucking shots there's been, but
Pfizer.
Considering
it's supposed to be like, considering it's supposed to be done, I don't understand why they're still just being like, oh yeah, here, come get your shot. Like, here's a new, more up-to-date shot for all these new variants, but COVID's over, quote unquote. So I don't know.
Fuck Pfizer, by the way.
$1 billion company, by the way. Go ahead.
Yeah, fuck Pfizer. Last time I took my COVID shot, I got a heart problem. So yeah, fuck Pfizer. So basically, I think it was like 30% of the population had a heart problem after getting their booster shot. It was reported on the news. So I literally just said, fuck, like I'm not gonna get COVID. But I don't know.
Oh, you don't know, huh?
There's definitely been a very big difference when it comes to working, for example, and school, I guess. People have loved working from home so much that they won't go back in. They won't go back to work, like work in the offices. Same thing for school. A lot of people enjoyed literally just rolling out of bed and getting on their computer instead of driving all the way to campus. Like I have to drive 30 minutes, maybe 15, depending on how fast I go. But yeah, I think it's been a difficult change, but we've gone through it.
Have you, I don't know, something I've also seen, like, just difference in how the movie theaters are? Like, have you guys seen anything? I don't know if you agree where I'm kind of coming from.
I mean,
Well, it depends, because you haven't said anything. You just said movie theaters, and then
Okay, I didn't know if you knew what I'm talking about or if I was getting cut out because you guys weren't saying anything.
I'm gonna need you to elaborate.
Empty?
Yeah, I mean, Eddie and I used to go to the theaters like every few days before the pandemic, right? I feel as though it was generally a little bit more packed, yeah, unless we were seeing like Dora. But everybody, I guess my rant is really just that like people have lost their fucking manners. Like, they don't know how to act around people anymore. I guess that's really the deep purpose of my rant is like nobody's being like respectful to like the crowds in general. Like every time I go to the theater now, a bunch of people are on their fucking phones, like, and it's not just during, you know, like the trailers, and it's not like casual, it's like full brightness, like radar on shit. And then even into the movie, sometimes they're like they're talking to the movie and shit, and it's like that's always been a problem, but I feel like it's more common now. But it could also just be that we moved to an area or something. I don't know.
I mean, I honestly don't know what you're trying to say. Like movie theaters in general, like if honestly, like I don't think they were busy before. Like even before COVID, I don't think they were busy. Like there was obviously, you know, that whole growth. I think what was it, Endgame? That was like the last crazy biggest movie, I think, before COVID hit. At that point, yeah, there were a bunch of people at the movie theaters, but even before Endgame, like I don't think there were a lot of people going there in general. Like seeing it empty now, I don't think surprises me at all. Like there hasn't been any good films anyways. Like people will show up to movie theaters if there's good films, i.e. like Spider-Verse, but for any other film, yeah, like Oppenheimer, Barbie, like people will show up. It's just people don't give a fuck about movies that are out right now. I mean, I might be misinterpreting what you're saying, but that's basically like, I don't think there's been a difference.
It's okay.
Well, David keeps distracting me. David, stop.
What am I doing? You don't post the memes.
It says you, David. What do you think about this topic? What do you think about this topic? What do you think about this topic? Because obviously you haven't provided any valuable opinion. I need you to say something.
Okay, well, as I was gonna say, that I think now a lot of people are going to the movies again. Because when I go to the movies with my mom, I do see people there. Is it packed theaters? Not really, but it depends on the movie. Like when I went to Spider-Verse with Yahia and someone else, I can't remember who. It was pretty packed. I want to go see what's that? My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. I want to go see that with my mom, but I think it's out of the theaters by now. But I want to go see that, and I'm gonna see how many people there are. But yeah, that's my topic. I think it's getting like busier now. I think people are coming back because they're starting to see that like streaming services aren't really that good, like Netflix. And anyway,
I think you're misinterpreting what she's saying, right, Macy? Is he misinterpreting as well?
It's fine.
No.
On my top.
No, don't give up. I'm gonna need you to reiterate for this idiot because he obviously wasn't paying attention.
I clearly was, right? Well, like, what am I missing?
Okay.
What am I missing?
I mean, yes, I did comment on like the busyness, but my topic was more so focused specifically on like the attitude and the way that people are acting, not just how many people are there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the main point. I just kind of brought up the being more or less busy as like a side component to support my like the people that are here now. Like it's getting busier again and they're being fucking assholes.
But I mean, you said to like social outings though. I don't think movie theaters are like, well, I mean, I guess
social outings meaning like going out in general, like into the world where other people exist.
I don't think that's what social outing means, though. Like, when people think social outings, they think, like, groups, parties, concerts, they're going to the club.
Well,
like,
I'm trying to generalize here, bro.
that's way too general on me. I mean, I guess I don't really see the connection you're trying to make. Like, people are more aggressive now. Are you asking, like, why we think they're the way like that? I mean, I don't know. I can't really give you like I don't know the statistic of.
It's fine. I
think
forced
people
at the
have
time. It's fine.
I think people have changed because before they used to be a lot more a lot more assholes, but I guess now that people aren't going as much because I guess changes of COVID, it's a lot more at least from my experience, it's a lot more calm. I haven't had people that like burst out or like are like assholes in the theater, thankfully. Knock on wood.
What about concerts, David? You went to a concert before. What do you think?
It was perfectly fun. I was with my mom. We were watching Imagine Dragons. It was peaceful.
Dragging these nuts. You were watching from the stage, though. You weren't in like the mosh pit, or did they have a mosh pit?
No, I was actually on the piano.
Oh, like on God or what?
Who else is gonna be on?
I thought you were singing. Weird, but
weird.
But I mean, I think we might. I don't know. Maybe we're misinterpreting what Macy's getting at. Maybe we just don't understand because obviously, I think your topic is more so, like you said, is in relation to what's happening on Sunday, right? And
yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was like my trigger, but it's just something that's been trending like over the course of the last year. Maybe it's just like metal concerts that the etiquette is like not being followed anymore. I don't know.
Well, I mean, what's the etiquette for metal? Like, you think if you go to a metal concert, like metal concert people are just going to be jamming, going crazy. I mean, that's what's portrayed in like movies and shows. I haven't been to a metal concert, so I can't really speak to the etiquette of that specifically. Like, you're going to need to not only not justify, but clarify it, but sort of just provide, I guess, more examples. Like, I don't know. I haven't been to a metal concert. David, stop fucking typing in the chat.
Edward, make some sense.
This guy, bro, he's literally
accusations.
not talking. Accusations, dude. Dude is using $1 million keywords right now. Dude, she literally said accusations. The concert. Are you stupid? Like, no. What are you on about? What do you think about it? What do you think about metal concert etiquette?
Maybe I'm crazy right now because I didn't understand a word you said. You were just
metal concert etiquette. What do you think about it, you moron?
I mean, I haven't been to metal, and I don't want to.
I'll tell you guys a little bit about it.
Sure, go ahead.
Really, especially like the mosh pit, right? It's an aggressive scene. Everybody's jumping. When there's like, for Knocked Loose, for example, they're a really, really heavy band at times. And they very much pride themselves on having like an intense, like, it's called a wall of death, where the crowd splits and then they run at each other and like there's hitting and like running in circles and people get trampled. And yes, there's always unfortunate situations when like it is severe, but the etiquette has always been like helping each other. We're all like looking out for each other. We're all supporting each other. Everybody like watches out for the person next to them to make sure that they're okay, they're not dehydrated, and like they're not getting trampled, that kind of thing. And that's been like a very clear, like it's an unwritten but kind of honestly even written rule. Supporting crowd surfers as they go across, not harassing crowd surfers as they go across.
Stop. Crowd surfers. Wait, we actually hit our timer, but I'm gonna say something.
Crowd surfers are the people at the top.
Like crowd, like they jump into the crowd, right?
No, like somebody gets supported up, and then like everybody helps to push them to the front as they surf the crowd.
Oh, fuck no, bro. You be paying for them seats. I'm not pushing nobody's ass up there. Fuck out of here. Like, you said it's a written
no seats,
rule.
But we're all standing. And then they get to the front, and security brings them to the back.
Well, I don't understand what's the etiquette then. If I want to go to the front and I'm in the back, I'm going to start knocking, people out. Like, I don't understand.
I ain't standing for no damn 4 hours.
The etiquette is to be nice and, like, help people.
What the fuck?
You're paying like $500 for some bullshit written rule. to look out for the person next to you, bro. There's no guarantee that the person next to me is looking out for my well-being. I don't know that person. They don't know me. We see this one band. The second is that I'm going home. If something happens that's out of my control, I don't think there's anything I can do. Like, I don't know what you would expect. Like, I don't understand what the etiquette is for that. At some point, like, when does it transition from them, like, something happening to them to it's your responsibility now? Like, I don't understand.
It's not your responsibility, but, like, that's the whole thing. Like, at metal concerts, you just watch out for each other, and that's becoming less and less common, so people are feeling unsafe. It's like the Travis Scott thing, where, like, not really the Travis Scott thing, but where people were not, they were just going for themselves, like fucking fighting to, like, they were trampling people. That is what you want to avoid. If there were quote unquote etiquette, like, people would have been trying to support you or make sure that everything was, like, you know, you just don't do that shit, you know?
I mean, like, there were people, like, saying, like, yelling at him to stop. I don't know if that's the etiquette you're referring to. Like, yeah, you know, if you see somebody trample over from exhaustion, I don't know why somebody wouldn't want to help. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't feel compelled. I don't know what the etiquette for metal shows are now. If it's getting worse, then maybe you shouldn't surround yourself in a group like that. If you know it's going to be hectic, you shouldn't put yourself in that environment to begin with. I don't know who you're going with. It's like that. Is that not what you're talking about, David? Am I stupid or what?
I don't even, because she's cutting out a lot, and so
it's fine. We can just move on. The timer already ended.
Yeah, she didn't want to hear not going there. She wants to go to the concert. David, what do you think?
Well, I mean, I hope you have a great time, and I hope it's a good concert. I would never go to a metal concert because I hate metal music, but
just be safe. Just be safe. That's it. That's all you gotta say. Like, just be safe.
You know,
if somebody collapses,
don't get COVID, don't get AIDS, don't get none of that from people.
I mean,
if somebody offers you a drink, don't take it.
Like, don't give me COVID.
I hope I don't get COVID too. Shit, it's an indoor concert.
Oh,
so I'll be better. The outdoor concert, the humidity was getting to me, so I couldn't breathe. But indoor is way better. I'm not gonna get into the Knox Loose mosh pit. I can't guarantee the other ones because Motionless in White is way less, like, hardcore. So all of deaths for me. I'm gonna be, like, on the side, like, jumping and shit, but I'm not gonna be, like, fighting people.
Hey, well,
that's
don't
not
die.
my scene personally.
Like, that's it. Just don't die. I don't get it.
Oh, I thought you said go die. I'm like,
dude, you're obviously, like, autistic.
What? What?
Say it verbatim, because I'm just gonna cut it out anyways. There you go. Okay, buddy. But I mean, I guess I don't really fully understand your topic, Macy. I hope we somehow talked about it. Obviously we did talk. I don't know if it was about it. We kind of got hung up, especially David, on, you know, movie theaters being empty because he's not paying attention.
Wait, how can we go from that to this? Wait, hold up.
I was trying to make it more general because I feel as though across the board, like, any kind of situation where people gather in a group to, like, watch something, people are just losing, like, overall being respectful to the other people in the audience. But clearly you guys disagree. And then I tried to just be more specific because the example I really am thinking of was for metal concerts, but you guys don't get what I'm talking about. So it's fine. It was just a bad topic and I am stupid.
What? Well, I
mean, neither of us said that. Like
on me. Shit.
It's okay.
Okay, what are you doing?
What are you doing, David? You did not comment once on our topic. Like, you're so fucking dense. You're so fucking dense. Like, it's fucking wild. By the way, like, I mean, yeah, we hit our timer. We definitely, like David said, we had 5 minutes more to talk about the topic. I think we still have like 2 minutes left. I don't know if you want to say anything else. I don't have anything else I want to say. I don't even know if we're understanding the topic correctly. Probably not.
It's fine.
I promise it's not like by choice. I just don't think we know anything about the etiquette of metal concerts, so there's nothing for us to compare it to. Or maybe we just misunderstood what the question was. And it doesn't help that David is just spamming fucking memes in the chat, distracting everybody.
You're also spamming
also
memes, you monkey.
Spamming memes in the chat. That's racist as fuck. Anyways, like that's going
racist.
On G. Then say it. I
did say I don't care.
No, say it. No, say what I know you're gonna say.
Say what?
Buddy, you already typed it. I'm just gonna post it right in the fucking thing.
I typed what?
What? Oh, let me post the rules.
I didn't type anything. I took a screenshot of what you said.
You did. So
I mean, if you click on it, it'll be a screenshot. So I'm not worried.
I mean, I do click on it. It's a screenshot of what you said. So I mean, anyways,
wait, what?
Is there anything else anybody wants to say?
This is not a screenshot, bro.
No, I guess
anyways, alrighty. All right, David, close this out.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming to our impromptu med podcast episode. This episode was a little difficult to we were all a little tired, we're all a little, have headaches, we're all stressed, so this episode might not be as good as the others, but I had fun. I don't know about the other two. Edward was a little, a little aggressive this podcast. Like,
I mean, somebody had to be. You're fucking putting me to sleep.
So bad host.
Like, bro, you're actually putting me to sleep. Like, bro was not talking, period.
But yeah, no, I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. I hope you guys share it with your friends, family, and if you do not like it, I don't give a fuck. Hit the like button either way. Don't be a piece of shit.
Don't forget, and for anybody actually still listening to this extent, we have a new channel dedicated for the Men podcast.
To bring that up.
Well, no shit. Why do you think I'm bringing it up now, idiot? Anyways, we have a lovely new channel for the Med Podcast. It is moving, unfortunately. It's going to be moving to its own YouTube channel. And just as a plug, we sort of have created, or I created, the rest of our hosts are a little bit lazy. I created a link tree for all the platforms that the Med Podcast is on. That's including Spotify, Apple Music, well, what's the other ones? Apple Music, I'm dead. Apple Podcasts, Audible, Amazon Music. There you go. We're also on Castbox.
The last one. Yeah.
And then Google Podcasts. So we're on all those platforms. All those links can be found in our description. It'll be under the link tree. And then I'll go ahead when this video actually goes up. Hopefully we'll put this up before any of the other ones so people
hurry up. Shit,
damn, bro, we're talking like 20 minutes, bro. What do you gotta say? Here, go ahead, say what you gotta say. Close.
Okay, thank you. All right, have a good one, guys. Fuck off.
All right, anyways, have a good night, everybody.
Don't forget to kiss all your pets.